Hi everyone, my name is Marika and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marika and I am a rising sophomore at Whitman College. Welcome to my Dear Freshman series where I am making videos on my advice to rising freshmen, advice that I wish I knew before I went into my freshman year. Today I wanted to talk about the things that you don't need in college. I know there are lots of videos out there talking about things that you need, dorm essentials, college essentials, all those sorts of things. But I wanted to make a video on things that you actually don't need from my experience, so let's get started. Number one is don't bring all of your clothes. You won't have that much space in your dorm room. You have to think that you are sharing a space with one or two people, depending on your setup in your dorm room. But you want to minimize the amount of clothes that you bring. Keep in mind that you are going back home, most likely during breaks, which line up when the seasons change. So that's Thanksgiving break, winter break, spring break, all those things. So when you go home for break, you want to take clothes from school back home and then take clothes that you might need for the next season back to school when you're heading back. So that's how I minimize the amount of clothes that I had in my dorm room, and it helped a lot. I know it's a little bit of a hassle to have to bring extra clothes home that you wouldn't regularly pack, but it does help with clutter and minimizing the amount of stuff that you have in your room. Tip number 2 is don't bring a Brita filter or a kettle. That's Brita filter, just a regular kettle or a Keurig. I find that you won't actually use those. I know there are lots of videos out there that recommend bringing one. Obviously, it's up to you if you want to bring them or not, but I find that if you have a fridge in your dorm room, then the Brita filter might never actually get used, because keep in mind that there are water fountains in almost every single building on campus. Whether that's an automatic filler or just a push water fountain, they're everywhere. So you won't really have to worry about finding a source of water. And as for kettles and Keurigs, unless you are already a person who drinks tea and coffee and makes it regularly and already has it in your schedule, don't expect yourself to change that way. I know there are lots of very aesthetic videos out there of people getting up in the morning and making their tea in their dorm room. But in reality, don't really expect yourself to change in that way, just because you really won't have that time in the morning. If you have a 9 a.m., you will sleep until 8:30, or, timing just won't work out. And there's always like cafes on campus and all those things, so you probably won't ever use the Keurig. So it would be, again, a waste of space in your limited space in your dorm room and a waste of money. So I would recommend not bringing that along to college. Tip number 3 is don't bring any kitchenware. That's pots, pans, bowls, all those kinds of things. Because unless you know for sure that 1, you'll make food on your own there, and 2, you have a kitchenette in your dorm, suite, whatever your situation is, you probably won't use them. Keep in mind that as a freshman, you'll most likely be on a full-time meal plan, so you won't really be out there making your own food. What I would recommend, however, is to bring plates and maybe like a popcorn bowl, because in case you eat popcorn or have a late night study snack that you pull out of the fridge, or it'll be easy to have that plate so that you can microwave really quick. Another thing is don't spend money on a microwave. Most college dorm halls will have multiple microwaves that are communal and you can share them. So don't even spend money or the time and space in your dorm room. Again, you are limited in your space, so you really have to think about that and pack very compactly when you're thinking about going off to college. Tip number 4 I have for you is don't bring too many school supplies. College supply lists aren't like high school supply lists. So lots of people take notes on their laptop and other people take notes on notebooks. So you have to figure out if you are a online note taker or a on paper note taker. You could also use an iPad if you have that. I find that I usually have 1 to 2 notebooks in my backpack and maybe a few in my desk in case I run out of pages in my notebooks. But you really don't need that much in college. I would recommend having a reliable backpack that is multi-use. So I have this one. I'll make sure to link it down below in the description. I use it for multi-use, so I use it for school, and when I go on adventures like hikes and all those things, I will take out my school stuff and put in anything I need for that day. So it's multi-use. Some things that I would recommend bringing is a good laptop if you're able to get that. Like I said, 2 to 3 notebooks, maybe a pencil pouch, 1 to 2 folders. There aren't many handouts that come out in college. Lots of professors use online like Canvas to post all of their documents and class notes, so you won't really be receiving lots of handouts like you did in high school. So you won't need a binder or anything. Just bring maybe 1 to 2 folders that you can easily put any handouts inside if you get those in class. Before we go on to tip number 5, I want everyone to comment down below any supplies that you are unsure about bringing, whether that's you're considering buying something or have already bought and you're like, I'm not sure if I should bring this. Comment down below and I'll make sure to reply to everyone down there and try and answer any questions that I am able to. So let's get on to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is talk to your roommate or roommates, if you have multiple, about things that you can share together. So that's mirrors, maybe floor rugs, a fridge, or a microwave if you guys decide to get one. Because again, you have very limited space in your dorm room, so you want to cut down on any possibilities of doubles of things, because you don't want things like sitting in the corner and taking up space when you could fill that with something that's more important. So make sure you reach out to your roommate during the summer. Reach out right now if you haven't done it yet. And make sure you coordinate who's bringing what and what you can share, and make that agreement even before you get on campus, because that will make things a lot easier. And those are my 5 supplies that I would not recommend bringing to college. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to comment down below any supplies that you aren't sure about. I'll make sure to reply to everyone. Remember to like and subscribe and turn that bell on so you know when I post next. I do plan on making more advice videos and some vlogs in the future, so make sure to look out for those. Good luck for packing for college. I know it's a little scary, but it's going to be a lot of fun, I promise. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye!